Hi everybody, how are you all doing? I'm kind of just thought I'd get this done and hopefully out before my power goes out, because we have a pretty good storm going through right now. You might actually hear it. Right now it's kind of calm. We even got some blue sky, but it's been like gusting and raining really, really bad. And as I mentioned before, I don't really like storms. I don't like it when the power goes out. And without Ricky being here, it makes me very nervous. Um, but I guess I have to deal with it. Have to deal with everything by myself. I do have some good news. I come across a couple of places that I could maybe afford. One is 23,000 and it's in a 350 plus park. I mean, the space rent is like 350. And then I found another one for 12,000 in a, I think it was 450 for the space rent. But on the 12,000 one, I put down that I was interested in it. But I think it's probably one of those that needs quite a bit of work, like the place I'm in. Yeah. One is in Pullman and one is in Yakima, or Spokane. Not Yakima, Spokane. So I would be moving away, but it really doesn't matter because nobody comes to visit me anyways, so I don't understand why anybody would get upset for me moving east mountains. I would have to learn how to do things on my own and make sure that these homes that I'm looking at have washers and dryers. Now, the one place I talked to the owner and they're willing to go down a little bit, and she said she would discuss with her husband monthly payments, because at that amount I can't. I can only put like 15 down and then pay him 150 a month for the however long it takes to do, because she said they were willing to go down to 20, so that would be 5,000 I would still owe them. So, but she's talking to her husband. She was going to post me some pictures because I asked her for pictures of the kitchen area and stuff, because there wasn't any in the advertisement. Just like the 12,000, there was only like 4 or 5 pictures and they were all of the outside. So I have no clue what the inside looks like, whether, on how clean it is and stuff. So I sent them a message saying I was interested in it and I would like to see what the inside looks like. But I haven't heard back from them either. But I think that's the route I'm going to have to go, is, for sale by owner. I was thinking that from the start, just didn't know how to find them. And now I have found some. So I'm looking at more. The 20,000 one, the one I think it's in Pullman, they want to be out by the end of this month or the beginning of next month. So that's like less than a month for me to get everything together, and I don't think that's possible. I would have, because I'd have to arrange packers and movers, and then I'd have to figure out a way to get me, Rep, and MRE over there, and that would take time. I mean, do I do Uber? Do I try and talk my nephew-in-law into taking me? He's a truck driver, so he's used to driving around. So yeah, that's it. And my plants, I don't know if they don't survive, that's all right. There's only a couple that I'm really care about, and that's my big jade plant. Ricky gave me that years and years ago. It was just a little sprout. He got it off this was way back when he was working for First Choice, and he brought it back. It came from a jade plant that was over 300 years old. So that's kind of special. And then I have two other, I've got a cactus that he gave me that's kind of gone out of control. It's one of those ones that has the colored ball on the top. Well, they only are supposed to last for a year or two. Mine lasted for 3 or 4. Then I noticed the colored part. You know, they're the ones with the little cactus comes up and you got the bright ball on top. Those are actually 2 separate cactuses. And when the color one is the one that dies first. And when I noticed it, I cut it off. And the bottom part had a branch popping up out of it. It actually had a couple of branches. So I just cut the top off and let it go. And it got enormous. I mean, it had this whole corner taken over. They're actually, the bottom portion of those cacti are, a lot of them mostly from dragon fruit plants. So they get big, because dragon fruit plants are trees. So I got that, and then another plant that he had bought me. I think he bought it. He just bought it. Just like the cactus, he just bought it. Thought I would like it, because it was cool. So, but I don't know, most of my plants, they've survived one move. I'm sure they'll survive another. Get professionals, they'll know what to do with them, right? And so that's where I'm at right now. Except that I'm, like I said, I'm getting nervous. The sun is starting to come out, so hopefully this will blow over before power goes out. I got my big tablet. It's on charger right now. It's already fully charged, but I have it on the charger till when the power goes out. And I downloaded a couple of movies, and the first or second season to Grimm. I love that show. So if power does go out, I got something to watch. I'm gonna download more movies or TV shows on it. I've got 4 seasons through my Prime of Grimm, and then I got a whole bunch of movies, and I got a pretty big SD card that I popped in there. So I could probably, right now I'm at like 13 or 14 hours worth of TV shows and movies, and so far I think one of the movies is in the SD card, because I never used that tablet for anything other than to watch YouTube. I did download, I think I downloaded from movie, Warrior Cat movie from Bunny something. I can't remember her name now. But she takes those little pet shop toys and she cuts stuff off them and then takes Sculpey and adds stuff on them and paint them into the cats that are in Warrior Cats. And she made the whole first book, and she's working on the second book now. She's only doing a little at a time because it's a lot of work. She puts a lot of work into like the background and making the actual little, because she will cut their legs and the tails off, and then she does this little tiny sculpting with the Sculpey, and then she paints them, and she's really good at painting them. I can't remember her name. Let's see if I can find it. Because I do believe I have her in my subscriptions. Where are my subscriptions? Guess I have to go all the way to my channel here. I have a lot of people I'm subscribed to. That's why I didn't get this out last night, was because I was watching Sinatra Says Second, and his live streams can go from either an hour to 7-8 hours. Last night's was 4 hours. So trying to remember it. Pink something. I should have done this before I got on, but now I'm here. Pink Bunny Girl 43. That's it. Yeah, she puts a lot of work into these little videos, and then she does like little segments. I think it's like maybe a chapter at a time. I'm not really sure, but she goes word for word pretty much. So I really enjoy them. You can see she takes her animals, and you can see her thumb because she bounces them around, has them talk, you know. Really, really cool. She has different people doing different voices, which is, you know, you can look her up. Yeah, look her up. Pink Bunny Girl 43. She's got some good stuff on there. Stuff that I wish I could do. And maybe I could. I just haven't tried hard enough, maybe. I could maybe do one. I don't have any pet shop toys, though. Or a Sculpey. But I could do something like that, you know, with the story of Rimpy. Because I wish I could share pictures of him when he was a kitten. He was so tiny when I got him. You know, he only weighed 3 pounds, and the vet said he was 5 months old. So he should have been half grown, but this happens. Maybe I'll tell his story in the next video. But don't have a lot going on right now, so other than the house hunting, which I'm continuing. I'm hoping to be out of here. I'm hoping to find a place by the first of the year. That would really be a good way to start the new year, huh? With a brand new home, one that I own. Yeah, I can dig it. Especially if I can find a park that's only between $300 and $400 a month. That would be really cool. And, you know, places like, not so much Spokane, but there's a lot of small towns here, and I just would love to get into the small town feel. You know, I've gotten this far out of the big city. I wouldn't mind being even further from the big city. So, but I'm gonna let you go, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye bye.